Let's talk about Hillary Clinton and her fight for 15. I'm sorry, not her fight for 15, but the fight for 15 that has taken place across the country, particularly California and New York. California moved that into action on last week. Today, Governor Cuomo of New York actually signed that into law. That by 2020, particularly the New York metropolitan area will have a minimum wage of $15 an hour, and outside in the more rural areas, they have a minimum wage of $12.50. Cool. Congratulations, New York. You guys worked hard on that. Congratulations to the fight for 15. You guys worked hard on that, and that's a win. That's definitely a win. The only problem I have with today's shenanigans is that Hillary Rodham Clinton felt comfortable enough. I don't know what the word is. I do know what the word is. Hillary Clinton had the unmitigated gall to stand behind Governor Cuomo as he signed this bill approving a New York $15 minimum wage. Though she has been relentlessly attacking Bernie Sanders' call for $15 minimum wage across the country, unicorns, fairy tales, and rainbows. She had no shame. That's what we call it. She had no shame at all. That's what we call it where I'm from. No shame at all. Completely flip-flopping, not just flip-flopping internally, not just having an evolution internally, not just evolving to the fight for 15 internally. She had no shame and was willing to do it publicly at a press conference, almost as to say, I have been standing for this the entire time. And I'm curious how her supporters can then support her when she just flip-flopped right before your eyes, just in time to get some credit for the fight for 15 that's spreading across the nation. Fight. I'm at a loss for words. How transparently opportunistic can you be without your own people calling flag on the play? I'm just like, I don't want people to support me so much that you cannot call me out when I am so blatantly, so obviously hypocritical. I do want people to have my back. But if you ever see me flip-flopping in such a public way, evolution is one thing, right? Tom Hartman, I actually tweeted, what's the excuse? What are people going to say about Hillary Clinton? Tom Hartman replied and said that that it's an evolution and that he hopes that other Democrats would evolve accordingly. Evolution, I get. But evolution takes time and a rationale. And you should be able to explain that evolution. Like, ask me about my evolution on gay marriage, and you'll be able to see step by step by step over a period of time where I was either quiet or against gay marriage to being a full supporter for a marriage equality. Ask me about it one day. I'll tell you about it, or go back and watch all my videos on it, because that was a true evolution, right? You have to look inside of yourself and see. So I don't think that evolution could take place, Hillary Clinton, in a matter of days, because just last week, or at least the last month, you were attacking Bernie Sanders on $15 an hour. And everyone was saying that you are the pragmatic one. Hillary Clinton is the pragmatic one because she's going for something that's attainable, $12 an hour. What was the line? We go for $12 an hour because we can get that. We can get that done instead of waiting for, 15 an hour was done before the election was even over. And so now you're aligned with $15 an hour. I understand how she does that. I don't get how her supporters can let her do that and then still find a way to justify it on her behalf. See, I'm telling you, I know you guys are a lot different than me. My beef is not so much with Hillary Clinton because I understand who she is. I know who Hillary Clinton is. I know what she stands for. I know what she's going to do when she gets in office. I know for the most part, give or take one standard deviation, plus or minus a standard deviation, she's gonna basically maintain the status quo, whether it be militarism abroad, the military industrial complex, the prison industrial complex, the neoliberal economic paradigm, plus or minus one standard deviation, she's going to stay within the framework of the office of the presidency as cast since at least Richard Nixon. That's Hillary Clinton. I really don't have a problem with her as much as I have a problem with her supporters who are not willing to be sober about their support and say, I know she's a moderate right. I know she's right leaning. I know moderate right now. It's not really moderate. Moderate is on the right, but I like Hillary Clinton and I'm going to vote for her anyway. No, they won't say that. They will justify anything she does, even flip-flop right before their eyes on $12 an hour to $15 an hour so that she can get some shine. She can get some credit in New York in time for the primaries in New York. Instead of calling her out on that, they would rather find some way to justify it despite running so hard against Bernie Sanders on it, calling him the fairy tales, rainbows, and unicorn candidate for going after $15 an hour. And now Hillary Clinton has joined the bandwagon.